What if I told you that scientists have discovered the secret to living 10 years longer, not just surviving, but thriving with energy, health, and joy? And here's the shocking twist: it's not hidden in expensive medicines, high-tech hospitals, or futuristic labs. In fact, the secret is surprisingly simple. Around the world, in small pockets known as blue zones, ordinary people are quietly breaking the rules of aging. They're living past 90, 100, even 110 years old, often with sharp minds, strong bodies, and smiles that light up their faces. Scientists have studied these regions for decades, and the evidence is clear: the way we live, eat, and connect with others holds the key to longevity. So today, we're uncovering these secrets together. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what these people do differently, and how you can apply it to your own life, starting right now. Let's begin our journey. In the early 2000s, National Geographic fellow Dan Buettner and a team of scientists traveled the world to study regions with the highest concentrations of centenarians, people over 100 years old. They discovered 5 hotspots they called blue zones: Okinawa, Japan Sardinia, Italy Nicoya, Costa Rica Ikaria, Greece Loma Linda, California, USA. At first glance, these places seem ordinary: small towns, rural villages, and communities far from the noise of global cities. But dig deeper, and you'll find something extraordinary. People here live measurably longer than the rest of the world. Not only that, but they reach old age without many of the chronic diseases, heart disease, diabetes, cancer, that plague modern societies. So what's their secret? Scientists discovered patterns: diets rich in plants, daily natural movement, close family ties, reduced stress, and a strong sense of purpose. It's not one magic pill, it's a lifestyle. Let's begin in Okinawa, Japan, where women live longer than anywhere else on Earth. Imagine walking through a village and seeing 95-year-old women tending gardens, cooking meals, laughing with friends, and still moving with surprising agility. Okinawans follow a philosophy called hara hachibu: eat until you're 80% full. Their diets are heavy in sweet potatoes, tofu, vegetables, and fish, with almost no processed food. But it's not just about food. Okinawans also thrive because of their strong social bonds. They form lifelong groups of friends called moai, a circle of people who support each other emotionally and even financially throughout life. This community structure lowers stress, reduces loneliness, and gives people a reason to live. Scientists found that Okinawans have extremely low rates of heart disease, strokes, and cancers. Their simple daily habits create a biological shield against the diseases that shorten lives elsewhere. Now picture Sardinia, an island off the coast of Italy. Here, men live longer than anywhere else in the world. The secret? A combination of lifestyle, food, and family. Most Sardinian men work as shepherds, walking up to 5 miles every day through rugged hills. This daily, natural movement keeps their hearts strong and their muscles lean, even into their 80s and 90s. Their diets? Rich in whole grain bread, beans, garden vegetables, and locally made red wine called kananao. This wine is full of antioxidants and often shared with friends during meals, creating both health benefits and joyful social connections. And then there's family. Sardinians value elders deeply. Grandparents live with families, and respect for age is woven into culture. This sense of belonging not only reduces loneliness, it literally extends life. Studies show strong family bonds add years to lifespan. Now let's travel to Central America, to the Nicoya Peninsula in Costa Rica. Here, people don't just live longer, they live stronger. It's common to meet men and women in their late 90s still chopping wood, farming, or riding bicycles. Scientists discovered that Nicoyans have some of the lowest middle-age mortality rates in the world. In other words, people don't just avoid early death, they continue thriving into very old age. So what's the secret here? First, their diet. Nicoyans follow what researchers call the Mesoamerican trilogy: beans, corn, and squash. These foods, combined with tropical fruits like papayas and bananas, create a diet rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. And unlike processed diets in the modern world, their food is natural, unrefined, and nutrient-dense. Second, water. The local water in Nicoya has unusually high levels of calcium and magnesium. These minerals strengthen bones and reduce heart disease risk, two of the biggest killers in old age. Third, purpose. Locals call it plan de vida, a reason to wake up in the morning. Whether it's caring for family, tending farms, or contributing to their community, Nicoyans hold onto their purpose well into their 90s and 100s. That sense of usefulness keeps their minds sharp and their spirits young. And of course, social bonds are strong. Families live close together, and loneliness is rare. Loneliness kills, but in Nicoya, community heals. Now, let's sail across the Atlantic to Ikaria, a small Greek island in the Aegean Sea. Here, people live 8 years longer on average than Americans, and chronic diseases like dementia are almost unheard of. The nickname? The island where people forget to die. But why Ikaria? The Mediterranean diet plays a major role: olive oil, beans, greens, goat's milk, and herbal teas filled with antioxidants. Meat is eaten rarely, and meals are often slow, social, and enjoyed with laughter. Daily movement also shapes longevity here. Ikarians don't necessarily exercise in the gym. Instead, their lives are built around natural activity: farming, gardening, walking up and down hilly terrain. These simple movements keep the body active without the stress of intense workouts. But here's something fascinating: sleep and rhythm. Ikarians often nap in the afternoon, listen to their bodies, and live by the natural flow of the day. This reduces stress hormones, keeps blood pressure low, and creates a more balanced lifestyle. And then there's community and festivals. In Ikaria, people gather often to dance, sing, and celebrate life. Imagine being 90 years old and still dancing at midnight festivals. Scientists believe this joy of living, combined with low stress, protects Ikarians from heart disease and depression. One researcher put it best: Ikarians don't just live long, they live well. It might surprise you to learn that one of the world's blue zones isn't tucked away in a remote island or hidden valley. It's right in the United States, in Loma Linda, California. Here lives a unique community of Seventh-day Adventists, a religious group known for their commitment to health and faith. On average, they live 10 years longer than other Americans. So, what's their secret? First, their diet. Many Adventists are vegetarian or follow a heavily plant-based diet. They eat fruits, vegetables, nuts, beans, and whole grains. Meat, if eaten at all, is consumed rarely and in small amounts. Their plates are colorful, natural, and nutrient-packed. Second, rest. Every week, Adventists practice a 24-hour Sabbath, a full day of rest dedicated to family, community, and faith. This rhythm of slowing down once a week reduces stress, recharges the body, and strengthens social ties. Third, faith and community. Belonging to a faith-based group has been shown to increase life expectancy. Studies reveal that people who regularly attend faith communities live longer, possibly due to stronger social connections, lower stress, and healthier habits. Finally, exercise. Adventists walk, garden, and stay active into their older years, not through intense workouts, but through consistent, daily movement. What's striking is that Loma Linda proves longevity isn't just about geography, it's about lifestyle. Even in the middle of modern America, people can live long, healthy lives by following habits that echo those in Okinawa, Sardinia, Nicoya, and Ikaria. After decades of research, scientists discovered that all blue zones, despite being thousands of miles apart, share common lifestyle principles. They call them the Power 9, natural movement. People walk, farm, cook, and garden every day. They don't run marathons, they simply move naturally. Purpose: they have a reason to get out of bed every morning, whether it's family, farming, or faith. Stress reduction, prayer, naps, meditation, and simple routines help them manage stress. 80% rule, especially in Okinawa: stop eating when you're 80% full. This prevents overeating and keeps weight stable. Plant-based diets: beans, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains dominate. Meat is rare, sugar is limited. Moderate alcohol: in Sardinia and Ikaria, a glass of red wine is common, shared with friends during meals. Belonging: faith or spiritual communities give meaning and reduce isolation. Family first: elders are respected, and family ties are strong. Grandparents live with children, reducing loneliness. Social circles, friendships and community groups support health, happiness, and accountability. The lesson is clear: longevity isn't about one magic food or a miracle supplement. It's about living in alignment with these simple, natural principles. In Okinawa, researchers met a woman named Kamada, 102 years old. Every morning, she still rose early to tend her garden, bending easily to pull sweet potatoes from the soil. When asked about her secret, she simply laughed and said, "I eat vegetables every day, I smile a lot, and I never stop moving." In Sardinia, there's Giovanni, a shepherd who turned 101. He still hikes up the hills daily with his sheep. His diet? Simple bread, beans, olive oil, and a glass of red wine shared with friends. His life is proof that movement and joy are just as important as medicine. In Ikaria, Maria, 98, still dances at village festivals. Surrounded by friends, she drinks herbal tea made from wild plants growing on the hillsides. She once said, "We don't count the years here. We live them." These people are not superhumans. They don't have access to high-tech medicine or luxury health clubs. They live long because they follow daily habits that science now confirms can slow aging itself. Modern research has uncovered fascinating links between diet and aging. Telomeres, these are protective caps at the end of your DNA strands. As you age, they shorten. But diets rich in vegetables, nuts, and omega-3s have been shown to slow telomere shortening, literally slowing cellular aging. Inflammation. Chronic inflammation is one of the main drivers of aging and age-related diseases. Foods like turmeric, olive oil, garlic, and leafy greens reduce inflammation, protecting cells and organs. Caloric moderation. The Okinawan practice of hara hachibu, eating until 80% full, mirrors modern research on caloric restriction. Studies show eating less without malnutrition extends lifespan in animals, and possibly humans. Antioxidants. Blue zone diets are full of antioxidants from fruits, vegetables, and teas. These neutralize free radicals, molecules that damage cells and accelerate aging. In short, food doesn't just fuel the body. It programs how quickly, or slowly, we age. So, what's the real secret scientists discovered? It's not a miracle drug. It's not a billion-dollar treatment. It's the way we live, day by day, choice by choice. Eat mostly plants. Move naturally. Stay connected with family and friends. Find purpose. Manage stress. Celebrate life. The people of Okinawa, Sardinia, Nicoya, Ikaria, and Loma Linda are living proof that longevity is not luck, it's lifestyle. Now here's the question, what will you change today? Will you add more beans, nuts, and vegetables to your diet? Will you walk more, laugh more, reconnect with loved ones? Or will you embrace a purpose that keeps your spirit alive for decades to come? Tell us in the comments below, which of these longevity secrets inspires you most? And don't forget to hit subscribe, because in the next video, we'll uncover the one food scientists are calling the fountain of youth and you won't want to miss it.